You little angel, Oscar, we missed you. Yeah, we did. I'm gonna embarrass the family name today. Do a trick. Do a trick. Sit. Sit and do a trick. Oh, give me a paw. Give me a paw. Well, New York City was a ton of fun, but hello, ladies. It's good to be home. And just like that, we're back, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. We got a big video today. We are racing my Bugatti Veyron against the Bugatti Chiron on a closed airport runway. We're racing a Chiron and a Veyron on a closed runway. Shout out to the homies at the FAA. I don't have any homies there, but if I did, shout out to you guys. So I would imagine this probably pretty much goes without saying. I have not sold the Bugatti Veyron quite yet. Yes, the car is for sale, but I still own it, so we're still gonna race it. This is what has caused my jeans to rip. I definitely did not buy jeans with holes in them. I wouldn't do that. So the goal today is to beat a 1500 horsepower Chiron. We have 1001 horsepower. I promise you, we did not plan this. Like, this was not coordinated. That is insane. Bugatti Chiron to the moon. There's nothing like a Chiron on the road. I love those headlights up front. That thing is so menacing. Triple black, Bugatti Chiron. We're racing this on an airport runway today. That thing looks so sick. Oh my gosh, it's the first time I've actually seen it on the road. What? Today is dedicated to me being embarrassed by a Chiron and being destroyed in every single avenue except right now. This is my only time to be up front. To the moon. Go, 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 go. That's right. That is right. And we're going. And on cue, one acceleration. The gas light just turned on, so I think we just burned like 3 gallons of gas, so we're gonna pull over. I'm changing lanes. My blinker is blinking really fast. That means the bulb is going out. How many thousands of dollars is that gonna cost? I'm sure it's a Volkswagen bulb, so I just gotta go to the Volkswagen dealer, right? Yeah. When I was in New York City, I rode around in a Bugatti Chiron. We rode around in the Mirage GT. I'm going back and forth. Seeing a Chiron in Utah, in my territory, is unlike any other car in the world. I don't know. I'm just gonna go back and forth. Oh, this is my exit. All right, I'll see you at the runway. The Chiron's got 1500 horsepower, but I got the secret stuff, the secret goodness, the only gas station in the beautiful state of Utah with 93 octane. I also know the Chiron owner is running race fuel, so it doesn't really matter, but we have 93. No joke, bumping into that Chiron on the highway was completely random. Like, as we were entering the freeway, I saw him at the light across the way. Never in a million years, 2 Bugattis in the state of Utah. We're headed to the runway, we're racing. I better get used to his taillight because, yeah, anyway. So a couple days ago, we had to remove the Bugatti badge on the back end of the Veyron to remove the purple vinyl. I didn't have time to put it back on. The car's debadged. It looks like a replica, like, it looks like it's from Need for Speed, but holy goodness, the 93 octane, this is the only pump that I know of in the state of Utah with the beautiful 93. That 6 mile per gallon life is not cheap, but when you got a W16, full 1001 horsepower, $94 later, and ladies and gentlemen, out of nowhere, the new truck. Stephen L. Lewis, welcome to Raptor Nation, bro. That truck is sick, dude. Actually, like, huge congrats. Thank you. Stephen's making me a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know what's going on.
I wanted. How do you feel about the unwrap?
I think it looks amazing. I like it. I love it.
I dubbed this the gray booger.
The gray. You know what?
No, that's
I just congratulated you. I just congratulated you. I know, the gray booger.
It's not an insult.
And Luke is having Lucky Charms. Okay, thank you. Breakfast of Champions, boys. I just turned my blinker on to see what the culprit is. We've become these people. We got the fast twitch blinker, bro. Oh no. And the back one doesn't even work. The back, oh, and we got the side mirror. Oh, great. Dude. This is incredibly embarrassing. I'm trying to sell this car. I've never had to replace the blinker on a Veyron, but I would imagine if an oil change is $21,000, the light bulb must be what? 6 grand? I don't know. As Luke just said, the Utah car scene is quite diverse. Dude, can you bounce it? Can you bounce it for us? That's so sick. Love it, dude. As Luke would say, give her the old onion. Let's give her a ripperoonie. A ripperoonie? Yeah, a ripperoonie. Go. Whoa, yeah. Yeah, okay, so the tires are cold and we can't get any traction. No time for a ripperoonie. What a sight, like what a sight. Utah is crazy. We got the blue RWB right there next to the Chiron. It is a beautiful day, like it is a perfect day here in Utah. Ready to lose. We're gonna lose by a lot. So Nate is in charge of everything today. What is the plan? What are we doing? What's happening?
Just film the motor.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Just the motor. That's all you need
Vipers?
to know.
Dude, you look beautiful. You gotta get a shot with the bugs for 10 minutes. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I finally figured out what we're doing. So we're headed down that way, down the taxiway to the end of the runway. We have 1 mile. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1 mile Bugatti Veyron against Bugatti Chiron. This car is so sick. Like, I'm gonna be embarrassed, but like, it's a representation of my life. I've driven the Veyron on a runway a couple times. We're talking like a half mile. This is a full mile, like a full mile against a Bugatti Chiron. There's also a surprise explosion. I know that seems odd, and it is odd, and when you see it, you'll get it, but yeah, there's gonna be an explosion. Well, we better enjoy this view because we're gonna see a lot of those taillights. The great thing about this race, like, I have nothing to lose. If somehow, some way, I actually won, like, that would be incredible. It'd be an inspiring story. I'm expected to lose.
Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself, James.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose. I mean, yeah, anyways, it's not gonna be an inspirational story. We got a crowd. What's up, guys? What's up? Nobody's saying hi. I think my Veyron somehow found out that I was trying to sell her. The blinkers aren't working, and now we have a TPMS light. We have a mile, and we're hoping to hit 200 miles per hour with a TPMS light. So, suffice to say, never mind, there's nothing to say. I want to shout out my boys at the FAA. I don't know how we're getting this kind of access. This is insane. Like, we're on a runway to race a Veyron and a Chiron. This is so sick. This is such a bucket list item. When I bought my Veyron, one of the one things I wanted to do was to race a Chiron. I didn't imagine it would be at the Spanish Fork airports. We have a mile. The Chiron might do like 220, maybe, I don't know. Somehow Stefan's the flag lady. You look good, bro. Hey. This bee is huge. What is going on? There's legit like a wasp in here. Clear eyes, full hearts, cannot lose, except when you're against a Chiron. We're 1,500 horsepower. Oh, arms up, and... Here we go! Whoa, this is crazy! Look at the airplane! That is 100 miles an hour right there! That Chiron is gone! Absolutely gone! That's 150! Oh, this is so sick! 160! Wow! That's 178! Oh my gosh, this is so fast! Wow! Brakes, 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 brakes! That's insane! I have no idea what I hit! I braked way early! That was crazy! That was insane! Oh geez, oh geez, oh geez! Wow! Okay. That brake came up way fast. Okay, so there was supposed to be an explosion. I didn't see an explosion, so I don't know exactly what happened, but wow. I think that was like 195 miles an hour. Dude, I lost and I'm still getting cheers. I love the Utah fans. Shout out to the Utah homies. Everything just happened so fast right there. Like, we got to the start line, it's like, go, 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 go. 100, I think I hit 190, maybe, I don't know. The rooster tail of dust coming off that Chiron was crazy. I've never seen anything like that. It was kind of sort of terrifying because like, I couldn't exactly tell where the braking zone was, and we came close to like overrunning. We're good, we survived, but barely, by smidge of smidge. Well, I have officially lost my title. Last year I got him in the P1. He bought a Chiron just so he could beat me. I'm pretty sure that's why he bought a Chiron. He absolutely smoked me, so for 2022, I'm gonna need a faster car. What do I get? A Chiron Super Sport? Whoa. Wait a second, who's on whose lap? We gotta get to Stefan's truck, which is like a mile that way. Oh. Wait, I don't get what the point is. Which position do you guys want to be in?
I don't know his lap.
It doesn't matter. It's like,
whatever.
Yeah. It's for sale. The Bugatti's for sale.
Shut the door.
Oh my gosh.
Fastest quarter mile with 3 dudes in a Bugatti.
The whole crowd is watching us drive
While
by.
eating
This is incredibly embarrassing. My reputation, obviously, which was never anything. All right, we're good. We're fine. How you guys doing? We're out.
This is the greatest day of my life.
We're good. You see, it's just like a McLaren F1. It's a 3-seater. Where's the milk, bro?
It's just like chalk dust.
I don't know exactly what's going on. My TPMS light just turned red though. Like, these are the $40,000 tires. It just turned red. We don't have, it doesn't appear that we have a flat tire. I put the car up for sale and everything is breaking. That's scary to look at. I thought it was just the right blinker. The left blinker is blinking fast too. The entire electronic systems in my car is self-destructing. Wow. I'm starting to realize what this means. We just drove on a runway at 190 miles an hour, and the tire pressure may or may not have been close to self-imploding. So I'm alive, but who knows by how close? We'll never know. How would we know? We'll never know. It's starting to sink in how dangerous that airport runway just was. My TPMS light is flashing red, which I've never seen before. One of the tires is probably incredibly low on air. 190 miles an hour, tire exploding. Yeah, I might not be filming this clip. Rear driver tire, we think this is the culprit. It looks pretty low. Somehow out of nowhere, Steffi, are we at 18 PSI?
18, bro.
Are you serious?
What are you doing with your
We're
life?
at 18 PSI. It's supposed to be 43 and a half.
Wait, seriously?
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, 18, dude.
That's why I didn't do well at Sun Valley.
Right, dude, we're good.
18, that's so sketch.
super sketch.
That's so sketch. 190 miles an hour on 18 PSI. I did a quick inspection of this rear tire. It doesn't appear that there's any nails or anything. I think there's a slow leak. Obviously, I mean, 18 PSI is quite drastic compared to 43 and a half. The problem is these are the OEM tires. They're $38,000 tires, and the tires are actually glued to the wheels. So you can't just like take it to a discount tire and they can fix it. At least I don't think. I might have to ship the car to Beverly Hills. Just have a tire fix. I don't know. I don't know. Driving at 18 PSI at 190 miles an hour is incredibly dangerous. Do not be like me. And I'm not trying to make an excuse for this, but this time of year in Utah, it's really cold in the evening. It's warm during the day. You get in the cars, the tires are cold, the air temperature, the TPMS lights pop up. You're like, it'll be fine. You warm up the tires, it'll be good. And that's what I assumed this morning. I should have double checked and I didn't. So I'm not making an excuse, but when I saw the TPMS, I just thought the tires were cold. I thought it would go away, and obviously it didn't go away. So don't be like me. Another thing I want to say, the Veyron looks so crazy good with the factory paint. Like, this car is so classy. It is so clean. So we got to move the Mercy. We got to get the Bugatti in the back, pull the Mercy out, pull the Mercy in. You know the drill. I don't want to get in the habit of making excuses, and I realize my entire channel is about making excuses. I hit the brakes way too soon in the Veyron. I couldn't tell like where the braking zone was. I couldn't tell where the finish line was. I didn't want to overrun. I didn't want to end up in the weeds. I think we did 190. I got to check the speedometer. The Chiron, I just confirmed 219 miles per hour in the Chiron on a 1 mile. I think it was roughly a mile. Once again, like, nothing specific. I think it was a mile. 219 miles per hour. That's impressive. I got to apologize to you guys. Unfortunately, the Veyron Chiron race from a filming perspective was a complete fail, like an absolute fail. There was gonna be an explosion, I'm serious, like a massive explosion. When the Chiron crossed the finish line, there was gonna be this huge boom. I was gonna film it, and the explosion didn't happen. The jet that was following next to us, he canceled midway through the flight. It was kind of sort of uncontrolled chaos. All the camera guys, I had a bunch of camera guys who were gonna get outside shots. That didn't happen. Luke was there at the start line, shout out to Luke, but unfortunately from a filming perspective, we didn't crush it, but we lived. So there's that, I guess. And I guess on that profound bombshell, today's video is over. It is. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did like squad, be sure to smash that like button. But just like that, this vlog is over, and I'm out.